Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're dissecting a concept that honestly has the power to fundamentally change how you view your time, your energy, and yeah, your income. We're talking about becoming the architect of your own wealth. We're going to look at how to master smart leverage instead of just relying on, endless hard labor. If you've ever felt like you're just trading all your waking hours for a paycheck that barely even budges, well, this breakdown is exactly for you. Okay, let's dive into this. Ask yourself this kind of staggering question for a second. Why do some people earn $50,000 working the exact same hours it takes someone else to earn 500? I mean, we all have the exact same 24 hours in a day, right? But the financial output varies so wildly from person to person. And this single question, it immediately challenges literally everything we've traditionally been taught about work ethic and the daily grind. Which brings us to section 1, the hard work myth. From a really young age, society basically conditions us to equate long hours directly with financial success. But the thing is, hard work alone is simply not enough. Now, let me be totally clear here. It absolutely builds crucial character, resilience, discipline. All of that is great. But the painful reality? Millions of people are out there grinding 80 hours a week, doing backbreaking manual labor, or just staring at a desk forever, yet they remain financially trapped. Why? Because their money is strictly tied to their physical time. So if it's not just about sweat and clocking hours, what actually works? Well, the data points to a radically different reality. True wealth actually comes from creating value. It's about solving complex problems and making smart decisions based on data, not just, emotion. It's all about leveraging your mind over your muscles. And this right here, this is the absolutely crucial foundation we need to build upon to really change your financial trajectory. Moving right along to section 2, the leverage equation. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it frames smart work. This is the strategic antidote to the hard work myth we just talked about. It takes smart work from being just some vague buzzword to a highly specific formula. We're talking about using strategic prioritization, delegation, automation, and modern tech to maximize your output without actually increasing your personal labor. You are shifting your focus entirely to building systems. Basically, it's like you're working on the machine rather than just endlessly spinning the gears inside it. Let's compare these two approaches side by side to really hammer this home. Hard work trades your time for money. That brings high personal risk, right? I mean, what if you get sick or just want to take a break? Your income completely stops. But smart work? That utilizes automation to decouple your income from the ticking clock. It offers scalable potential that ultimately builds real long-term wealth. It's a total game changer. So you might be wondering, how do you actually cross over into that smart work category? Well, it's by acquiring high-income skills. These are specialized abilities. Think things like high-level copywriting, coding, or data analysis that solve highly valuable problems in the marketplace. They allow you to make smart, data-driven decisions and, in turn, command premium compensation. These skills, they act as the literal bedrock for all your future leverage. All right, section 3, principles of the wealthy. Let's step away from the abstract theory for a second and look out into the real world. Consider household names like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and Sarah Blakely. They definitely didn't stumble into immense wealth by accident or through some mythical overnight success. No way. They built it through designing scalable systems, making really calculated long-term investments, and solving incredibly valuable problems for society. Their success is a proven product of strategic leverage. It's actually fascinating how these massive, grand wealth principles are fueled by, well, pretty mundane daily habits. Want multiple income streams? That requires rigorous daily goal setting and financial planning. Want to use systems instead of manual work? That demands meticulous time management and organization. Learning those high-income skills means reading regularly and continuous learning. Building a strong network is all about actively cultivating useful relationships. And investing instead of just saving, that simply comes down to the quiet, disciplined habit of investing consistently. The direct link between your daily routine and your ultimate wealth is absolutely undeniable. So the crucial point is, we also need to talk about section 4, wealth traps to avoid. Because while the path to leverage is mathematically pretty clear, these psychological traps will absolutely kill your momentum before it even starts. Things like chasing quick money, lifestyle inflation, poor financial management, or just the sheer fear of investing, they will completely derail you. Lack of patience, not developing your skills, ignoring opportunities. But perhaps the absolute most dangerous trap in today's economy, depending entirely on a single income source.
Falling into these traps practically guarantees that you stay stuck on that hard work treadmill indefinitely.
Okay, let's get into the execution phase. Section 5, your step-by-step roadmap. We know what to build, and we know exactly what toxic traps to avoid. Let's move on and see how this builds into a practical 6-month plan you can actually implement right away. Month 1 is your foundation. You just put your head down and learn a high-income skill. Then, in month 2, you apply it immediately. Start freelancing or launch a lean side business. Right here, you are actively planting those very first seeds of your leverage. Then we make a really vital shift. Month 3 is all about security. Build an emergency fund so you have a rock-solid safety net. Having that cushion allows you to make business decisions logically without any financial panic. By month 4, you begin investing consistently. Notice the transition here? You're shifting from active skill building to establishing financial security, and finally, letting your money start to do the heavy lifting for you. To bring this roadmap to its absolute peak, month 5 asks you to create a second, distinct income stream. Diversify. And then, month 6 is where modern smart work truly shines. Improve your productivity with automation and AI. This is exactly how you exponentially scale your income without adding a single extra hour to your workday. Now, I want to be entirely transparent with you guys. Becoming the architect of your wealth, it's not a weekend project. Actually, scratch that. It's a lifelong pursuit. It requires consistent learning, immense discipline, patience, and serious long-term thinking. We must completely abandon that get-rich-quick mentality because sustainable, generational leverage is built deliberately and methodically over time. So take a hard look at your daily routine tomorrow morning. Ask yourself honestly, are you actively building systems that will eventually free you, or are you just turning a crank for someone else's machine? The choice you make today really does define your financial reality for decades to come. And this brilliantly illustrates the core message we wanted to share today. Thanks for exploring this explainer with me. Now get out there and start building those systems.